Hey golfers, Tony here. Want to do a review over Jeff's swing versus Tiger's and kind of show you the difference between hitting the ball straight and kind of getting too much underneath and hitting either some block rights or snap lefts. So we'll let Tiger run through here on his. This is from the Greenbrier. Peter Costas pulled this up doing his review. So there'll be a little bit of some delay. So some of the things I want to take a look at is how Tiger sets the club back. Again, we see that club coming in underneath that line. That's just our reference point for impact. Really, you can't use lines for three-dimensional aspects. You can only use them for specific points. So we use this right at impact. So this is a club that's coming in a little bit too much to the inside already. With Jeff's swing, we work on taking that right wrist to set it back. And that's the reason why you see it appears that the club head's above the line, but it's actually straight relative to our target line. Shaft's parallel to our feet, parallel to our target lines here. And it has no reference to that beginning shaft line. So this position produces more of a lot of body rotation. This is setting the club up to be too much, from our sake, too much to the inside. We only want about 3 degrees inside out. Tiger's probably working at maybe about 10 or 15 degrees. So we're going to see that a little bit different alignment in the club head going back. And we can see here that Tiger kind of gets really deep with this position. We can see we work the club more up to that right shoulder joint. So at this point, when the arms are parallel, using the left arm parallel to the ground, you can see this is more in line with his right bicep. Jeff is working up in between the bicep and the shoulder joint. And then if Jeff was playing, we'd set the club right there. Tiger, on the other hand, continues that deep and flat move. And then as he gets that club up to the top, we can see that the elbows stay down more. Again, what that does is does not provide very much support and speed into the downswing. Really takes the right side out of the swing. From here, we like to load up that right side. Now that right pec is loaded, it's like throwing a ball. You got to have that arm out there. You can't have your elbow tucked in. So now Tiger's going to have to make compensations on the way down, which we see obviously a lot of change in the body. He's stuck. He's trapped are some of the cliche terms, but what that means is basically the club is too far behind him at this point. And that's actually a good position, good reference to show what I mean is the relationship between the club head and the hands. That right now is going to produce a path that is working more this way. So it has nothing to do with the relative path to the target, which is going right there. So kind of getting into Jeff's swing here as that club is coming down. We're going to see the arms are working that club back to a straight path, and this is the big difference. You can see how he's almost got it perfectly lined back up again to his takeaway. Tiger here, club head's underneath. I know we keep wearing that out, but from this position, this is a good 10 degrees or so inside out. He's got to make some adjustments. You're going to see it with his body. Right shoulder's really tilting back. He's underneath it. With Jeff here, you can see he's staying up and through the shot. And there's a big difference. We don't like to see a big gap, too big of a gap, as he's coming through impact. You can see this stays nice and straight. So that tells us that that right arm is driving right through the target. And again, a checkpoint that we use is where's the hands in the club. So again, from this point right here, and then pulling this back, you can see all this is lined up on a really good arc and path parallel to our target. So these are some good checkpoints for you to use in your video. Tiger, on the other hand, getting underneath it, you can see that shoulder tilted back. And that makes it difficult. So now he's doing whatever he can adjustment-wise. You can see his foot slipping out, body doing whatever he can, hands need to do whatever he can, trying to pull it back to his target line. So there's a big difference in how the body looks through impact. And that's where we focus more in transition is in arms. And then once the arms are transitioning down now, what's that body doing through impact? So you can see Jeff is going much more forward and through the shot, which takes away club face rotation. And at 145 miles an hour club head speed, we cannot have a lot of rotation. That ball's going to go all over the place. So he's using his body more efficiently through impact than where Tiger is right now, trying to make adjustments. Tiger's a great athlete, so he can make some things work, but it's not going to be as consistent nor as powerful as it needs to be to play at that level. So some things to kind of just overview is, one, takeaway. Work on making sure that club head comes back with that right wrist set. And if you can get in this position right here, that's perfect. From there, good transition up to the top, loading up that right arm, using the arms in transition, and then from this point, using more of the body through impact and chasing after that right arm going through. So keep working that on the range. Check out for our drills coming up. Check out the Reps Golf Training, and good luck with your practice.